Do you ever feel like this world is full of assholes? Well, maybe you'll enjoy this song. Walking on my left, talking on my right, every flipping day, even late at night, bugging on the net and yapping on TV. Assholes, assholes, just won't let me be. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Getting on my nerves, getting in my head. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Sound familiar? Well, wait a minute. I'm just getting started. Spamming up my inbox, calling on the phone 24/7, they won't leave me alone. Trying to sell me this, trying to tell me that. If I had a steamroller, I'd squash them flipping flat. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Getting on my nerves, getting in my head. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. I just looked in the mirror, guess what did I see? Another flipping one of them staring back at me. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Driving down the freeway, using up the air. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Blah.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
And greetings and salutations, everybody. Happy Friday. It's July 23rd, 2021. Is the Charles Richardson Show, episode 7,500,000. I don't fucking know. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Happy to see a few of them already making some comments. You know, and I've realized that not everybody has the attention to watch this show, apparently, at least for the beginning. I do a few bits in the beginning, like around the 8 or 9 minutes in bits, and I guess it's too long because I see like the listener count go up and all of a sudden dwindle down and down and down. It's like, relax, guys. It's supposed to make you funny. It's supposed to not make you funny, but it's supposed to make you laugh. So anyway, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. No Karen today. Karen is off. 3 out of the 4 shows, but this one actually, she told me about like a few weeks ago. Even she forgot to remind me. Yeah, by the way, I'm not going to be here. Okay, I got it. It's all good. Let's see. Saying hi to Jeffrey, Sabrina, and Matt have already made some comments. Said happy Friday. What's up, guys? Matt, of course, with the Matt Connaughton show. He also does Retro Spectrum Radio on Friday nights too, so he doesn't really have a chance to listen to this show because it's from 7:30 to 10. So we want to say thank you very much for hopping on, throwing a line out there, and hopping off, I guess. So it's Friday. I'm doing it solo right now. Alyssa will be in a little bit later on, and we're going to be talking Big Brother. Big Brother actually just went ahead and did their second eviction yesterday, so we'll talk about that a little bit more going on. We do have some Disney chat going on as well. Even though Karen's not here, I'm kind of hoping she'll be here by proxy and throw us some Facebook memes as well, and just a whole lot going on. So everybody remembers, at least the people that follow the show, all 5 of you. Everybody remembers, obviously, like about a month ago, we had this character called Crazy Joe come on, and him and Matt, Jenny and Christian, they all had a nice war of words, so to speak. And it turns out that around that time he had gotten suspended because hey, he was using bad language, racial slurs, and all this other stuff, which normally for you and me, we just get kicked off of Facebook altogether. Bye-bye, get out of here, you're banned. But no, not Crazy Joe. Not Mr. Joe. So after the show, he actually called in on which, again, shocked as hell that he actually did that. But after he went ahead, I actually went ahead and sent him a request because it's like, listen, I want to see what you have to offer. I kind of want to see what he had to offer. Dirk is on there, and of course, Dirk, part of the Matt crew, kind of, that's been morphed into watching my show occasionally. Dirk says, the Mad Lad is back. I hope he goes by his word and actually streams. We'll see. And see, that's the one thing, is like, okay, I saw Joe and all the bad shit he did. I get it, and believe me, I meant every word that I said, in regards to how dare you. I'm backing my boys up. I'm backing everybody up there at the Matt Connerton universe. And, you need to give it up. So at that show, and he actually had some people actually defending us. Like he had, he has producer, I forget what his name. He has producer on Three-Way. It's like, Joe, you got to lighten up, dude. You maybe take him down as a measure of good faith. And I thought we had some accord there, something going on. So it's like, all right, I know he's too much of a freaking ego asshole to go ahead and take them all down. But maybe if he shows goodwill and does something, okay, maybe we can get through this. So in regards to that, I went ahead and said, I'll send you a request. Let's see what happens. Obviously he's capable of doing some type of content. It's just, let's see if we can clean it all up and stuff like that. And plus, I actually wanted to give this guy a chance on see what he actually does with a real show, not something that's going to attack somebody. So I went ahead and friend requested him. And of course he accepted. This guy, and obviously what you see is what you get. I'm not going to lie to you. What you see is what you get in regards to that. So this guy, from the time of, he sent me private messages every day. And it's like, damn. And you know what? It's really, here, July 4th. I should be able to go ahead and show you these guys. You're so handsome and so sexy, very macho. Your new name is Charles Macho. What the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here. You crazy whack job. Believe it or not, here's the truth. Believe it or not, Crazy Joe back in September of 2020 actually messaged me. You know what? I'm going to pull this up because nobody's going to freaking believe me. Nobody's going to believe me. And so, obviously, we've deleted each other. And, we've deleted each other in regards to that. So, it's like, let me see if I can pull this up here. Let's see. Joe Marin. By the way, again, 813-699-5353 if you want to go ahead and chime in. Phone lines are always open. If nobody's talking, somebody can. So let me get share screen, share Facebook. Now, check this out. So obviously you're going to see me scroll up and down and everything like that. So here's what I'm going to show you. So I'm going all the way back. Come on. There we go. And I'm not sure if this is going to get me, All right. So, July 3rd. This is kind of the time we first went out. Okay, check this out. All the way at the back. Look at this date. September 17th, 2020. Obviously, way before I knew of Joe anything. And here's what he writes. I'm Crazy Joe. Today's Shock Jock rated R star. I'm looking for a gig. I'm from New York. What do you think? Would you be willing to give me a gig? I'm also the savior of real rock and roll music. Got a great studio. You're the only one I found that has that attitude. I say fuck them all. Me against the world. Okay, contact me if you're interested. Obviously, I never contacted him. I don't know why I never contacted him. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was just like, maybe it's a little weird. But if I was to see this, honestly, if I was to see this, I'd be like, all right, it doesn't seem that bad. let me see what this whack job has to say. But we've since obviously, he deleted me. It was to the point where, like, we were starting to talk about, doing his show, and, like, what type of show would you do, and this and that, when we would air, what type of technology do you have? Do you have the ability to come on video? I mean, what's the deal? So, and then it started going back to Matt. Like, fuck this. I'm done. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I don't care what I said on your show. I'm going to go ahead and talk about Matt, his freaking phonies and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And so, like, it's this, it's like this. I said, Matt and them are my friends. I'm just asking nicely. Don't take it too far. If you want to have a little boyish, type of, fighting back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, I won't attack you like I did before. I'm just going to say goodbye. So Joe immediately said, okay, goodbye. No more text from me. I said, wow. Okay. And then he said, I never trusted you anyway. You were just a middleman. New York, NYC people are not stupid. I said, okay, well, whatever the case may be. And that was it. The reason I bring up Crazy Joe today is his, he's finally gotten off of the suspension. He had a 30-day suspension, and he started posting this morning. And, of course, his first post, I'm back. Bigger than I'll ever be. You got that? I'm not sure bigger than you ever be. I'm thinking maybe he ate a few too many Twinkies and maybe he got bigger. I don't know. I mean, listen, I've watched some videos of him back, when, he used to do the show with no shirt on. I'm thinking, damn, put on a fucking shirt, dude. I mean, he's not in no great shape, I'll tell you that much. Thank God I don't do the show on face crap. They're worse than the FCC or Hitler. I don't understand what the fuck face crap is doing, not letting people like my page. Well, maybe nobody wants to like your page. How you like that? The subhumans face crap are not even acting like human beings, assholes. So he has posted on here. He's going to go ahead, start up his attacks again tonight at 9, which sucks because it's the end of my show. I'm interested. I really am kind of interested to see what the Joe Man has to say. I'm interested. 30 days he's been silenced on Facebook. 30 days we had our little grief. I called him out. He responded. He came on my show. Matt and him had a little battle going on. Matt really just kind of let him, hang himself, which, he kind of did. And now he's like saying, okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and continue the attacks. I'm kind of interested to see what type of attacks we're talking about. And we'll see. Listen, at 9 p.m., let's see if he's a man of his word. Maybe he can get his technology working. I don't know. But at 9 o'clock, we're going to see what type of video he has on the Crazy Joe Show page. So we'll see what's going on. I have no idea. Dirk, I wonder if he's wanting me to make another video about him. Oh, I'm sure. Dirk Don, Arrogant Media. Dirk, if you get a chance to check out Dirk's page on YouTube, go to Arrogant Media or search it. I'm not sure of the link, but search it. I mean, Dirk, if you want to put the link on in chat, go right ahead. But search that. He's made a couple of interesting videos about the Joe Man. The Joe Man. Yep, Joe is back. And again, you know what? It's not even just like I'm just going to go out of my way to see what he has to do. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious at what type of message he's going to say. I'm kind of curious at what type of message this crazy, whacked out New Yorker is going to go ahead and publish. Is it going to be more of the same meaningless bullshit? Is it going to be more fuck this, fuck that, fuck everybody? I'm going to fuck you in the ass, or some type of crazy gay talk that he calling me macho Charles Macho. And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, you're over here gaying on me. That's not cool. I don't want that. Get away from me. There we go. YouTube.com. Well, you know what? There you go. Copy and paste that into your browser. There you go. Thanks, Dirk. Appreciate it. It's really cool, by the way. Hey, good evening, Delisa. Good evening. Happy Friday, everybody. Again, the number there, 813-699-5353. Want to welcome into the studio my right hand, well, I can't say right hand man, but my right hand. No, that sounds even worse, too. It's Alyssa. Alyssa's in the studio. And, yeah.
Mike's not on.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
It is on.
My voice wasn't on, apparently.
Wow, see, you have to go ahead and see. It works together. You have to speak into the mic, and the mic reacts.
Usually.
Usually. You're right.
I was speaking, but my voice just did not come out.
I don't know about that. I think, I don't know about that.
I got a little, Little Mermaid syndrome going on.
Some evil witch went ahead and took your voice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, oh, God, Friday is here. I know you're happy. Because this day could not have ended sooner. You didn't sleep very well, but got everything done. We're done. No more work. We're done. I think the only thing we have to do is dishes, and that's it. We're just going to call it a night.
How much dishes do we really need to do, though? There wasn't that much.
Everything. You know what? And see, here's the thing. And we're going to sound like a bunch of disgusting fucks. I know we are. We do not like dishes. Dishes, you know what? When the dishes are in the sink, they scream, clean us, please. And we say, no, you are not going to get that satisfaction. We treat it like a bad child. No, you're not going to get what you're asking for until you show us the proper respect. And the proper respect would be to wash yourselves. That's the proper respect.
We need a new dishwasher. That's what we need. And then we don't have to worry about doing it as much.
You know what? Even when we had a dishwasher, yes, it was easier, but they still piled up. There was still
sometimes,
a pain in the ass.
But it wasn't as bad.
No, true. It wasn't as bad. So now it's like, we've been without a dishwasher for what, like 6 months? More than that, maybe?
More than that.
Yeah. Almost a year. And it's like, neither one of us, it's like, we just avoid it. We just avoid the kitchen at all costs. We'll go ahead, we'll cook sparingly, and then we'll have dinner, and it's like, we basically put the dish in the sink and run.
Yeah.
we don't look back.
Well, it's like, after dinner, we're both tired, we get Stefan put to bed, and then we're just like, all right, we're done. We
get the boy put into bed, and it's like, he's like where he is now. He's just freaking hopped up on coke. Or at least he sounds like he's not on coke, but he sounds like he's hopped up. Yeah, so he's I can hear him in the room.
He's mad because I caught him feeding Tinkerbell.
Oh.
And so I said, well, no sticker for dinner. Yep. You're done eating. Go to bed.
Yep. No reward for dinner. You do not take dessert. Do not pass go.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so then I get him all ready for bed, get his teeth brushed, potty, all the whole 9 yards. And he wouldn't give me a kiss.
Oh. Yeah. So, see, that's a big thing. We always go ahead and we kiss before we go to bed. He gives me a kiss on the cheek, and of course I kiss my wife going to bed, and that's the way it works in this family. So you don't get a kiss, then it's like, okay, well, fine, well, we're just going to go ahead and just leave it.
He likes to withhold it from me.
He likes to play. He thinks it's the game
because he knows that it upsets me.
Yeah. They know your buttons, babe. They know your buttons.
The thing was, I got out his green blanket because it wasn't on the bed because I had to make a switcheroo after last night. So I pulled the clean one out from under the bed, and he immediately says, I don't even want it.
Oh, okay. Well, so be it.
Which is his cop-out, which he actually does want it. He's just like, well, if I tell her I don't want it, then she'll give it to me anyway.
And he's turning 6, so it's like, this is the kid's basic way of just saying, bite me. I'm not going to do what you say. And so I have to do this to get this? Well, I don't even want it no more. But they do. They do. They really do. Back to dishes, though.
Anyways.
Yeah, back to dishes. At some point in time during the weekend, it's like we have this huge mound of dishes, and it's like, okay, we have to do this. Everybody get in positions. And we knock it out in like less than an hour. As bad as it is, this one over here across from me, sitting right there on the bottom screen, says, it's going to take forever. We're going to be in this kitchen until we die.
I've never said that.
Well, it's gonna take hours. We're not even gonna have enough time in the day to do anything else. It's gonna be in the kitchen all day. No, it's not. We get together. I'm the one that does the grunt work. All she has to do is dry. I'm the one actually doing the. I
have to put everything away too, though.
Oh, boo-hoo! You're not the one scrubbing crap out of the plates that have been there for like a week.
Regardless, we did the dishes the other day, and now we've been keeping up with them this week. And I'm not even going to call it a win yet because we've kept up with it before, and then all of a sudden we slacked off. So it's kind of like going to AA. You know, we're alcoholics, or we're dishwasher anonymous. So basically we're kind of recovering. What would you call it? Recovering non-dishwashers. We're in recovery.
We're in recovery. So if we can go ahead, I think, last another week with everything, we're trying to keep it just empty, nothing there. Even if it's a fork, and just do it. So we're trying to keep it as empty as possible. And it's I know it makes us sound really horrible and, probably bad parents or even, just bad family, but that's the truth.
I know a lot of people who let dishes stack up. Maybe not
to
like
that
the whole
extent.
week.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, it's horrible. It was horrible. But anyway, they're not there now.
There's also times where we would start doing the dishes and then we're like, oh, well, there's only, so much left. We'll save it for another time.
Yeah.
And then that other time takes a very long time to come around.
Yeah, right. We'll do this later, and we procrastinate to everything else but the dishes.
Yeah.
We take care of everything else that we need to take care of in our daily lives except the dishes. And it's just like, we got to stop this. We have to.
Well, you know what, though? We have one other bear that we need to tackle.
But he's in his room.
No, I'm not talking about that
That's
bear.
the bear. What bear are we talking about?
Our bedroom.
That's not that bad.
You say so.
It really isn't. I mean, let's put it this way. The kitchen is a lot worse than our bedroom, or used to be.
The kitchen isn't right now.
No, not now.
The kitchen's pretty darn clean right now.
The kitchen actually is better than our bedroom, I guess. Yeah, there's anyway. I think we're diving into too much personal stuff. 813-699-5353. All right. So since Alyssa's here, let's dive into Big Brother. Big Brother. Let me get the music in here.
You just want to dive into something.
I want to dive it. Yeah, well, I want to dive into bed if you really want to know the truth.
All right.
Dive right into bed. All right. So here's the thing with Big Brother. Frenchie is gone. Yeah. The person who started kicking ass, the first HOH of the year, as Julie says, of the summer. He was the first HOH. He sounded like a really strong player, and then we find out his game is just complete shit. So everybody, he's made deals with everybody, broken promises with almost everybody. It was time to just go ahead and get him out. So almost a unanimous vote, with the exception of Big Derek, because they had formed a final two beyond the Big Brother house. They were like soulmates if Frenchie wanted to go that direction. But they were just really really good friends, and I think they're going to have that beyond the house too. So I think that's going to happen. So Frenchie has been eliminated. Sylvia, hello. Thank you very much for joining. So Frenchie's been eliminated. We're down now to 14 house guests. And this week, Xavier is the new head of household. And there's really not a whole lot to talk about Xavier. Xavier's kind of laid low.
Yeah, he hasn't really been too much.
We don't really know how his head is going to be, so I guess we're going to find out this week.
Too vocal lately, so far.
And there's like, I'm over here watching these people vote when they go into the diary room and vote. I'm thinking, who the hell is this? Oh, Whitney. Oh, I didn't even know who. And this other person.
Claire.
Claire. Who's Claire? She's tall.
I honestly
that's the only thing I know.
Did not know that was her name.
Yeah. We're over here kind of like, okay, we see chicks in the house, but we only know like one or two of them because everybody's kind of laying low.
Well, a lot of what's aired so far has focused on Frenchie.
Yeah.
Now that Frenchie's gone, we might see some more of the other players. I
wonder if they take a look behind the scenes, if the producers, when they say, oh, Frenchie's going home, shit, we're not going to have all this stuff to talk about or all this stuff to air. Now we're really going to have to dig deep. We're really going to have to dig deep to find out what's really what makes these house
because there's
guests
always
tick.
going to be some other scandal or some other thing going on that is going to be of interest.
But I don't see Xavier being that type of scam. I just see him running a real honest HOH. I mean, I don't...
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, there is, because it's like, what do you talk about when you're running a clean HOH?
Somebody else will do something or say something. Trust me.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Or some power will come into play that'll disrupt something. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's never going to be just, oh, this is a really boring week.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I want to make sure.
Because he has to nominate two people.
Well, he does, yeah. So he's going to have to get blood on his hands. I get that.
So, and someone's going to be ticked off about who he nominates.
Yeah.
And, drama will ensue from there.
Yeah, we'll see. So, but it's like, I don't even think he has his...
Well,
it's like,
isn't he a part of one of the teams that was making that deal with, what's his name, Kylan?
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, it was the Kings and Queens. So was he part of the Queens, or?
I don't know.
I don't know. I gotta take a look.
But
Hold on.
I thought he was part of that deal who were talking about putting up Brent and Whitney. Wasn't it Whitney?
It was Brent, I know that. I think you're right.
I think it was Whitney.
I think you're right with Whitney, yeah. So Xavier is part of the Kings with Christian.
So he was part of that?
Yeah. So Christian, Alyssa, Xavier, and Sarah Beth are part of it. Which, by the way, Christian, Alyssa, Xavier, and Sarah Beth, and the Queens, Claire, Kylan, Tiffany, and Travis.
Yeah. Travis is gone.
They've kind of joined forces. Oh, so those 7 people. That's right. Travis is gone. You're right. Yeah. So those forces have joined.
I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah. That's not. It's you're gaining that alliance, which has numbers now, because you have to realize you got 14 guests in the house. You have 14 players. If you got 7 players and one of them is the HOH, I mean, you kind of have the upper hand on everything.
Yeah.
Because that's half the people voting that you took it away.
So most likely what we're going to see is Brent and Whitney on the block.
Yep.
Because of that deal that they made with Kylan. So that could shake up some stuff, because both of them are very outspoken.
Right. So, again, Xavier, who's with the Kings, Alyssa, Sarah Beth, and Christian, they're all safe this week, because Xavier had a household. So how the rules are is anybody in your team is safe. So, again, it kind of narrows everything down. Brent and Whitney, on the Aces, those are the 2 that they're talking about getting rid of.
The Kings and Queens also made a deal that they wouldn't put up anybody from either of their teams.
Yeah, which that leaves the Aces and Jokers wide open.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's that's kind of how it is right now. There's not really a whole lot of trash talk. I mean, the trash talk was basically Frenchie, and he's gone.
Yeah, but the whole thing about Brent and Whitney,
which is not even, you know what, it really hasn't taken shape. There hasn't been really that much talk about it up until now. And if there was talk about it, it was like really scattered, and it's like, it's not taking precedent.
But I think it'll be more now that Frenchie's gone.
Yeah. Now if Frenchie's gone, well, like I said, they're going to have to go ahead and dig deep into regards to all the other players that are happening. So the wild card competition happened over since Thursday. Since Thursday. Brittany, Derek X, and Tiffany were the three members that were competing. I will not tell you who won or the stipulation. It doesn't even tell me the stipulation. It does say who won, but not the stipulation, which is kind of weird. The stipulations over the past couple of weeks were different. Like, for instance, Christian won.
I think it'll be different every week.
Yeah. Christian won week 1, so he was safe, and he spun a wheel that had numbers 1, 2, and 3 on it. And whatever number he spun, he could keep one of those members of his team. So if he spun 2, he could keep 2 other members of his team safe, which means one of them would have been left in the wayside. If he spun 3, all of his team is safe, and he spun 1. He landed on 1, and he actually gave Xavier, Xavier safety, which is good. Next one, Sarah Beth won. This was kind of weird. Sarah Beth had to, if she wanted to stay safe, she had to swap teams with a member of the HOH teams, which in that case was the Queens, to give herself immunity and to take immunity from the swapped Queen teammate who would have been transferred over to the Kings, which in this particular instance doesn't even matter anymore because it's like they're in an alliance now. Queens and Kings are in an alliance. But Sarah Beth decided not to switch teams, which left her open, but it was really not even a factor because, Frenchie and who the fuck was her? Brittany. Oh my God. I do not like Brittany. You know what? If you want to talk about attitude, Brittany's kind of have a little bit of a snobby attitude, a very aggressive attitude. Because I think it was made clear, okay, she got put up on the block out of association. But she kept on feeling, it's like, well, I'm going to go home if I don't win this. And it's like, are you not listening?
Here's the thing, though.
Go ahead.
She's the one who has autism, which means she
so she's processing it differently.
She probably has difficulty reading other people's emotions and expressing her own emotions.
Yeah.
So it may come out as anger, even
though she's trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
I got it.
Or she may come across that to her, she must have done something wrong to have been put on the block. And she even said that. She's like, I didn't even do anything.
Right.
Several times.
But listen, you got a lot. First off, number one, if you've been a Big Brother watcher, which I think everybody here has, I think everybody's kind of a super fan almost.
Yeah.
You know that you get put up on the block as to be a pawn.
Right, but she didn't see it that way. And but I mean, that is very well could be a part of her.
But did Kyland ever tell her that? Because Kyland is the one that put her on the block.
He did. He told, not that she was a pawn.
Yeah. But
he told her that Frenchie was the real target.
Right. Okay.
And that the only reason that he put her up was because she was the only person who didn't
mention
have
Frenchie.
Any concerns about Frenchie.
Right. Now, here's the thing. I don't think anybody knows about Brittany's condition. So, which is good, because you don't want to, really. I mean, I don't think you shouldn't even concern that self.
I think she did mention it in the beginning that...
She did?
Yeah.
All right. But
I think everybody knows.
But it's the same thing. It's like
about that. But they don't know that she does karate and she's a black belt.
Oh yeah.
That was the one thing that she was.
You put me on the block, I'm kicking your ass. Yeah. And I can prove it too.
And I think her job. I think her job is something different than what she said. She said she's a teacher, but she's not.
Yeah.
I can't remember what her actual job was, but it was something like.
Brittany's she's a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, okay.
So I think the one that there was being all kind of secret about, I think it's Sarah Beth.
A couple of them.
Sarah Beth is a forensic scientist, and
she said she's I think she said she was a preschool teacher.
Yeah. Rock, you want to say hello, man? Rocky Huber says, hey, guys.
But, who was it? Hannah. She also lied about her job.
Well, Hannah was a grad student, so she doesn't have a occupation listed. So she could make up whatever she wants to me, really.
No, but her degree is in, like, something, I don't know, something smart, and she said that she's in fashion.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, the one person that is in fashion is Alyssa. She's a swimwear designer, which the last one they did was like a suntan lotion type thing where everybody was dressed up in a swimsuit. Believe me, I know it wasn't Alyssa's choice to wear that because it just looked horrible, covered up way too much. I know Alyssa would probably come out there in something skimpy. That just sounds like her. Not you, Alyssa, the Alyssa that's playing. The 24-year-old Alyssa that's from Sarasota. Anyway.
Listen, when I was 24 years old, I wouldn't have come out in that anyway.
Yeah, I hear you. So one thing, too, also is Sarah Beth and Kylan kind of have a little bit of a going on.
I don't think that's anything, though. I think that's more just a friendship.
Well, it seemed like she was opening up pretty deep feelings. I mean, she was talking about a family tragedy. They're cuddled up in bed together and stuff like that. So it's like, you don't know, man. They could be doing a little boinky boink. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
But Sarah Beth's already went ahead and stated that she's in a serious relationship with a female, but she's bisexual. So here's the question, though: do you think? Well, I know you wouldn't be able to answer this, but I'm thinking it's like, if you're bisexual and your partner knows you're bisexual, would you consider sharing her with a guy? I mean, you know, it's something that
bisexual couples do.
So I'm wondering if that's her scenario.
Not all. It really just depends on their situation and how both of them feels about it.
Yeah.
Or all parties.
All parties and
if there's two parties, then they would have to have.
Well, she revealed out there to everybody that she has a long-term relationship with a female. So it's like, Kylan knows this, but again, I don't know. Again, it seems like there's a lot of strong feelings there, like in regards to I can trust you telling you this, which is the foundation. If you're going to build anything, there it is.
Right.
And they have it. So let's see, is this going to be the first showmance? I mean, Alyssa and Christian,
I like Kylan and Sarah Beth, though. They both seem pretty...
They seem comfortable with each other, and I think everybody is being honest with each other.
In the game, they...
What do you mean in the game? Like, are you talking about good for their game?
Not about them together as a couple or anything like that.
You're talking about
just
in regards
them in general in regards to Big Brother.
Yeah.
Sarah Beth seems like she's playing kind of smart game so far.
Yep.
She's not winning when she doesn't need to win.
But you got to win in some.
She won the wild card.
Yeah.
But that was she was trying to keep it out of Frenchie's hands.
Right. But listen, I think, if you're going to go ahead and play the wild card, you're playing to win anyway. I mean, unless you're really throwing it to somebody, which is going to be predetermined. But, anywho, that's the first, again, it's only week 3. It's only week 3 in Big Brother. So far, Frenchie and Travis are gone. A meathead and a farmer. They're gone. Plenty of game left to go. The next time they air is going to be Sunday, but if you catch the live feeds, if you're a Big Brother fan, you should know. Catch the live feeds on Paramount Plus if you are a subscriber. You can catch them all, and just like Julie says, let's eavesdrop on the Big Brother house guests. It's like a voyeur show. And you know what? And Julie needs to get away from these philosophies at the end. She needs to stop with it. It's like she comes up with the stupidest things to say, like, duh.
If you don't have peanut butter, then don't eat your jelly.
That's right. Do not eat yellow snow. Make sure you do not leave any dingleberries left hanging. I mean, just like life lessons.
Sun
I don't
is
understand
warm, the grass is green.
Yeah.
I am Julie Chen Moonves.
I am Julie Chen Moonves. And remember, if the grass gets long, cut it. Let's eavesdrop on the Big Brother house guest. Once again, for Big Brother, I'm Julie Chen Moonves. Good night. Oh my God. I'm Julie Chen Moonves, and just remember, if you see a big black rock down there and it's mushy, do not wash your hands immediately. This is Big Brother. I'm Julie Chen Moonves.
I'm Julie Chen Moonves. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
It's like the stupid life. Just cut to the fucking house guest. I don't want to hear your life lessons. You know what? Your life lessons is you lived with a freaking a criminal. That's who you're married to one. All right, you're not the criminal, but you're just married to one. So that's all I need to know. You don't give me life lessons. Hey, this is Julie Chen Moonves, and just remember, if your husband does something fucked up, stay married to him, especially if he's rich. Let's eavesdrop on the Big Brother house guest. I mean, that's your lesson. That's your life lesson from Julie Chen. Julie Chen and Moonves, which she had to add Moonves to just to piss CBS off. I mean, come on now. Anyway, all right, so that's our Big Brother talk. And I see the earmuffs are down, which means she needs to go battle somebody. No. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break anyway, so I think it's good. I'm going to go ahead and take a pee. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't care, though. Get a couple of songs in. So we got a couple of songs. Dirty Minds, Detroit, and Naraka are coming up.
Keep realizing that I left my hot glue gun plugged in.
Well, that's not good.
It's the second time it's happened where it's been plugged in for quite a while.
That's kind of like me letting...
It doesn't have an off switch either, so...
Well, that's stupid. You need a glue gun that has an off switch.
Most of them don't.
Why? That just sounds stupid.
They don't. You just unplug them when you're not using them.
It's stupid. Anyway. All right, let's take a break. Okay. Nobody's fucking watching anyway, so take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you are somewhere else, well, the hell with you. We'll be right back.
Off to grab a beer. We'll be right back after this.
My friends all say you've been foolish. Really hard on my dad. But you know what else was hard? His dick. I'm Cheryl Isaacson, the founder of Horny Hospice, the world's first sex-positive senior living community. It's not your grandparents' hospice. Hospice care has always been about addressing a patient's physical, emotional, social, and spiritual needs. But what about their sexual needs? The local nursing homes weren't the right fit for my dad. Too sterile, not enough musk in the air. So I started Horny Hospice. Families can be surprisingly inconsiderate when it comes to their elders' final fantasies. People assume that the sex drive of a senior is low, but that's simply not the case. And the residents of Horny Hospice definitely like to get freaky, except when Wheel is on. Horny Hospice residents are truly nostalgic for the good old days of black and white smut, unless their grandkids taught them how to use Pornhub. At Horny Hospice, we make sure our loved ones are attended to with a wide variety of sex toys and enhancement chemicals. And if they prefer it rough, our staff are fully licensed providers of a variety of BDSM services. Horny Hospice provides suitable and nourishing meals, though patients tend to be less inclined to eat Jell-O than to wrestle in our custom Jell-O wrestling basement. Once the word spread about Horny Hospice, there was a pretty long waiting list. But since we're a hospice facility, we were able to keep that list fairly short. Young people are often afraid of coming to hospice facilities, but we find that grandchildren are the most excited to come visit. But residents are often too busy to say goodbye. Horny Hospice has one goal: to keep your loved ones going till the very end. And with Horny Hospice, I know my dad will go out with a bang.
We're back to the best
love out there to Hall Culling and Contracting, Karen and David, of course. Karen, the co-host. David, occasional co-host. Pain in the ass. But you know what? They do an awesome job. Hall Culling and Contracting. If you live in the Southwest Florida area, give them a call. 941-204-1264. They're your one-stop shop for all your home improvements, lawn maintenance, car repairs, and much, much more. And of course, hauling. That's right. They do that too. 941-204-1264. Odd jobs are their bread and butter. And they'll go ahead and butter you up with a good estimate. Make sure you go ahead and give them a call. They'll come on over and tell you what they can do at a low, low price. Hard work, low prices, can't beat it. 941-204-1264. It's Hall Culling and Contracting. Yeah. 813-699-5353 is our number. Oh, I got to show you this video. This video comes, and I shared it to the show topics and conversations. It was funny. So you know how you get, well, never mind. You know this slingshot ride that you see at Old Town and stuff like that? Well, obviously they have it everywhere. And let me see if I can... It's not only the video, but it's also the audio. I mean, the audio is...
I think I heard the audio from the living room earlier.
Well, it was, yeah. It was kind of crazy on there. But it's just what happens. Now, if you're able to view this, you want to view this. You want to see this. This is pretty awesome. And if I can get it to where I can see both. Yeah, here we go. And let me share my screen. Now, take a look. All right, this is on pause. I know it's jiggling around. Here we go. Here they are. They're getting ready to sling. It's going to be loud. I know it is. All right. So right there, the girl on the right just had a bird fly in her face as she's on her way up. Let's see that again in instant replay. I mean,
Happy birthday!
And she's like, "Holy shit! What the hell's going on?" And shoos the bird off as she's going up. She's on her way up, slingshotting into space, and she's going ahead with the bird. Let me see if there's a... Let me see if we can see there. Right there. It's a bird. Right. It's like she's hugging the bird, even though she's like, get away from me. It was crazy. I mean, the rest of the ride was fine. They had a good time, but just one more time. One more time. And of course, they have to scream like girls.
Happy birthday!
Okay, that's enough of that. Loud. Again, they had to be like children. But it's just the bird in the face and just seeing that snippet is just, it made it, it's just, I felt bad for her. I'm not sure whose birthday it was. It had to have been somebody's birthday. But just once again, there it is. Bird right there as she is going up on the slingshot. It's classic. Anyway, there's my little slice of heaven right there. You're already freaking out, screaming to the top of your lungs.
I mean, I'd be screaming like that even if there wasn't a bird.
And then you have, well, no, she was going to scream that way anyway. But then you have a mouthful of feathers belonging to a bird that just flew right in you. Oh, it was a seagull. A seagull. This is over in Wildwood. So the story on here, Wildwood, New Jersey. It said a seagull flew right in the face of a teen at an amusement park ride in New Jersey. It happened July 6th, which is about 2 weeks ago, something like that, at Maurice Piers on the spring shot, which is the slingshot. 75 miles an hour. It bolts them into the air. After being thrown like a human cannonball, the two girls pick up the extra passenger mid-air. Georgia, who had been celebrating her birthday, was busy screaming, had no idea what was happening to her friend Kylie. Apparently, the person that got murdered, the person that got attacked by the bird was not the birthday girl. Somehow Kylie managed to pull the bird off her face and the seagull went on its way. Kylie went ahead and commented, "I knew there was no going back and it was just going to hit me. I didn't know what to do, so I wait for it to spin over and I just grabbed it and threw it off real quick." They weren't hurt. Georgia and Kylie had no plans to go on the slingshot again, though.
No.
Well, I don't think it had anything to do with the bird. I think that the slingshot is not for everybody. It's like one of those things like, "Oh, dude, you got to come do this with me one time.
Yeah,
and it's like
Tower of Terror.
I don't understand that. But you know what? Okay, that's it. You did it, though. You did it. You did the one. She is scared shitless of Tower of Terror because of the drops. Because she fears that she's going to die on that ride.
I just don't like it.
Well, I know you don't like it. It's just, it's kind of like, conquering your fears.
I went on it once.
All right, you did, and that's it. That's.
Nobody says I ever have to do it again.
Nope, you don't ever. Not ever. So, you're clear.
I went on it once, and I did not enjoy it. Not one little bit.
Okay, according to 7 minutes ago, Crazy Joe posted, "You know what, face crap, go stick it where the sun don't shine." I don't know what he's trying to do, but apparently it ain't working. Too bad. In Dubai, all the way over there, apparently 122-degree heat. Well, Dubai is also like in the middle of like desert area, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, isn't that like normal for them? Don't you think? 110, 120 degrees normal for a desert?
Maybe not quite that hot. I have a friend who lives there.
So there was a video of Dubai making its own fake rain to beat the heat.
See, and here's the other thing.
Good.
A lot of people there don't have air conditioning or anything like that.
Yeah, I think up north there's nobody that has AC up there unless it's a window unit.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of places, in the United States, in the northern states that don't, but in Dubai, in the middle of the desert, a lot of people don't have central air conditioning. They may have like a window unit or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're in the desert, I'm sorry, how the hell can you survive in that?
They're used to it. They've lived in that their whole lives.
I've lived in Florida heat for 30 years. I'm not used to it. And you mean to tell me somebody's going to be used to something that's 30 degrees hotter?
It's a different kind of heat, though, too.
Bullshit. Don't fall into that.
No, it really is.
It's the dry heat, right?
It is. No,
listen, the heat is heat. It's fucking hot.
Yes, but
I think when you get into the hundreds and tens,
the thing is, the humidity kills us here because you can't really cool off. Even when you sweat, your sweat doesn't evaporate because the air is so saturated already that it just hangs and you just feel even more gross. Whereas if you're in a drier environment, because when I went to Vegas, I went in June. It was hot. It was like 109 or something crazy like that.
Jeez.
But it didn't feel as bad as Florida. Because there's a little bit of a breeze, a little bit more so than Florida most of the time. And it was, when you sweat, it would evaporate and that would cool you off. Because that's what sweat is supposed to do.
All I know is sweat just makes me feel icky.
Well,
I don't know about cooling off. It just makes me feel icky.
The thing is, because you're in Florida, it does make you feel icky because there's nowhere for it to evaporate to. But when you're in a place where it's a drier heat, it evaporates, so you don't really feel sweaty.
But I've heard of people in Vegas and Arizona and places that do get into the 110s, and it's like bullshit. It's hot.
I'm not saying it wasn't hot. I'm saying it feels different than it does here in Florida.
Yeah, it may feel different, but it's still freaking hot.
Yeah.
So apparently Dubai is making its own rainfall, which is weird. The enhanced rain is created using drone technology that unleashes electrical charges into clouds in order for them to clump together and form precipitation.
Interesting. Very.
The monsoon-like downpour drenches a busy highway, causing tricky driving conditions over the stream of SUVs, which they have a video of there. According to the UAE's National Center of Meteorology, the precipitation was enhanced by cloud seeding operations to increase rainfall in the Gulf country. According to it, they're only getting an average rainfall of 4 inches. 4 inches a year.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're in the desert.
It's a desert, right? On Sunday, the UAE National Weather Service released video footage of the heavy downpours, which look like, real regular rain. Yeah. Now, this is interesting because if they can enhance this, what would that do? If they can enhance this and make it on a regular basis, what would that do to
places that are having a drought?
Right, like California. Like, for instance, California and their wildfires.
Yeah.
How about
Australia, too.
Yep.
They have the wildfires there because of the dry season.
Yep. Mom's on there said messing with Mother Nature is not good.
Well, you could end up causing a lot of, talk about the butterfly effect.
Yeah. See, the thing I'm thinking of is somebody goes ahead and uses this drone technology in a hurricane. We could see like a Category 6 or something like that.
Well, why would anybody do that in a hurricane?
I don't know. Terrorism, maybe. Let's go ahead and do this.
Weather terrorism.
Yeah, weather terrorism. Could it also maybe navigate the storm elsewhere so we don't get hit? How about that?
I mean,
if they can go ahead
technology is amazing, and the things people can do.
But if they can go ahead and make rainfall, like clump together clouds and make rainfall appear, well, that has to be targeted over an area, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think they could go ahead and move those clouds if they wanted to by some means?
I don't know if they could move like a naturally occurring cloud.
Maybe an artificial wind. And I'm not talking about everybody in the UAE farting at the same time.
Giant windmill.
Yeah. A giant fart. You just go ahead and moves the cloud over to where it needs to be. But just something like this is creepy. Cloud seeding operations. I've never heard of this.
No.
The cloud seeding operations work through manned aircraft firing chemicals such as silver iodide, I-O-D-I-E-D-E. Iodide. Into the clouds in order to cause increased precipitation. A company called The National reported the heavy rainfall caused waterfalls.
Chemicals into the clouds to make it rain. That worries me because then those chemicals are falling back down to earth. And silver iodide's not really that bad for you, but still, it's like...
In an effort to curb the country's sinking water table, the UAE invested $15 million in 9 different rain-making projects in 2017. That kind of sounds a little cheap. $15 million in rain-making projects, 9 of them. So you're looking at less than $2 million a project. That sounds cheap.
You gotta realize, too, that the UAE is a very wealthy country, especially Dubai, and it's a very wealthy area.
The project is actually being led by researchers over there at the University of Reading over there in England. There's a professor who's worked on the project, told the BBC in March that the UAE has enough clouds to create conditions conductive to rain. So I guess there still has to be cloud cover.
Okay.
And they have to, basically they inject some type of thing where it makes the clouds bigger, and then all of a sudden it just, it pisses on the land. The project tries to get the water drops to merge and stick when they receive an electrical pulse like dry air to a comb, according to the quote. When the drops merge and are big enough, they'll fall as rain. Applying electrical shocks to clouds is preferred as it doesn't require the use of chemicals. So this silver iodide, I think, is another type of project that they're doing. When you go ahead and do electrical charges, I mean, it sounds like the Ghostbusters shooting their lights up there on the cloud and instant rain.
Right up here.
You know what? It's exactly what it is. It's like you're shooting your nuclear thing at the Marshmallow Man, and marshmallow falls from the sky. There you go. That makes sense. We're shooting it into a marshmallow cloud, and we got rain. So that is the preferred way of shooting electronic things. Now, this is, again, I want to state that this story came from The Independent there in the UK. It's supposedly a legitimate source of news, but again, it kind of sounds far off. But reporting it and what Dubai is doing, you never know. We could go ahead and, if we could take that on and, again, put it into California, where they got massive wildfires and very little rain. Heck, even Arizona. I mean, the places that don't have a lot of rainfall, we can maybe, and again, messing with Mother Nature, but we could possibly turn, if you make enough rain, possibly turn those places into rain-making areas naturally. You know what I'm saying? If you produce rain and there's rain that's there, then the humidity takes over and clouds form and rain comes through again. It's just there's no rain there, or there's no bodies of water that keep it. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Sort of? Okay. Because I'm just like droning on and on and on and on. But anyway, I just found that interesting, and it's like, how is this happening? Electronic charges? I thought that was lightning. Anyway, 813-699-5353. We got some Disney news to talk about, and I want to kind of get that on there. Oh, I did see, the Buccaneers got their Super Bowl rings, and apparently they've been appraised for $75,000 a ring. That's a lot of diamonds. Damn. Okay, so hey, let me get the Small World music in here, because we got to have Small World music when we're talking Disney. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, there we go. Now it's festive. Still no word as to regards to pass holders. Pass holders you're still required to go ahead and renew your pass. You can still do that, but no new pass holders. So we will see. Also no word as to when the trams are coming back, even though people have been spotting tram operators getting things ready to go. So we'll see. We already reported the monorail is back in operation to Epcot. So if you're in the Transportation and Ticket Center, you no longer need a bus to go to Epcot. You can actually take the monorail. And that's for that. Boo Bash. So Boo Bash has been very successful. They've reported that all of October are sold out. Everything in October is sold. It's gone. There are 2 dates in August and 3 in September that are also sold out. So if it looks like most of whatever the dates are in August and September, only 5 dates in those 2 months combined have been sold out. This was according to Dr. Disney on the 20th. So apparently it's very successful, having the Boo Bash, which is obviously a recreation of the not so scary Halloween party.
Yeah.
And that was, again, according to Dr. Disney, right there on there. Also, Disney is releasing golden statues for the 50th anniversary. We've had we've had Daisy Duck out there. We've had Minnie, of course, Stitch, Lumiere, Cogsworth. So they're releasing golden statues that will be available on the 50th anniversary.
For purchase, or?
I'm taking a look. Disney's now unveiled the Cogsworth and Lumiere interactive golden statue that will be at Magic Kingdom for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. No, this is going to be a statue.
Oh.
These are statues that are going to be planted in the parks.
Cool.
So, yeah, they all these are golden statues. You're going to see a golden Daisy, a golden Mickey, golden Minnie, golden everybody. I mean, if you're doing Cogsworth and Lumiere, I mean, come on. You're going to have a lot of statues there. 8. Okay, hang on a second. Let me see here. Along with the announcements for the Disney's Enchantment, and by the way, Disney's Happily Ever After is going bye-bye after September 29th. The Happily Ever After is gone. Disney's Enchantment takes over October 1st on. For the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, guests will be able to interact with the Disney Fab 50.
So there's going to be 50
there will
statues.
Be 50 characters total in this series of sculptures that will be displayed across all 4 theme parks. And Disney, Dr. Disney said, we'll soon reveal more of the Fab 50 as it becomes announced. Now, don't worry about the real-life version of your Disney friends, as they will also get a special makeover. Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse will be your host for the quote-unquote world's most magical celebration, and they'll be decked out in sparkling new iridescent fashions for the 50th anniversary.
They actually look really cool. Have you seen them?
There's a picture of the 8 of them there.
Yeah.
So they obviously, you see them decked out there. Obviously, Pluto doesn't really have much, but you got Chip and Dale, Daisy and Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and Minnie and Mickey. You'll get a chance to see them when they travel through Magic Kingdom Park several times daily in the new Mickey Celebration Cavalcade. Let's see.
Bringing back character meet and greets?
I don't think they're bringing back character meet and greets, but I think there's going to be an adjustment on that. But the golden statues, definitely something worth it. So, September 29th, again, the Happily Ever After fireworks will cease.
We're going to have to find all 50 of those statues and get a picture with each one.
Oh, damn right. You're damn right we are. We're going to all 4 parks. Even if we don't write anything, we're getting pictures. So, that's the other thing, the fireworks. Okay, fireworks are back. We're great. Great to have them back. Hopefully they don't go ahead and get interrupted with this Delta variant. So everybody stop flying Delta so we can get over this. But the Happily Ever After fireworks, the fireworks and projection show, will end September 29th. September 29th will be the final night. You can catch it. Disney Enchantment will appear a couple of days later on October 1st.
No, the next day. September only has 30 days.
Well, it won't be the next day because next day is the 30th, and it's not going to happen until October 1st.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said the 30th.
No. And it's even a little bit worse for people that want to see Epcot Forever, because that's going away.
They don't have forever.
They don't have forever. You don't have forever, ever. September 28th is the last time you can see Epcot Forever, and it's going to be gone forever. So, Announcements. They're making. There are 4 entertainment options that are returning. August 1st, The Wonderful World of Animation at Disney's Hollywood Studios is opening back up. August 8th, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor in Magic Kingdom is opening back up. August 15th, Beauty and the Beast live on stage in Disney's Hollywood Studios is opening back up. And August 21st, Turtle Talk with Crush in Epcot.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Yep. So those dates all in August. They're basically one a week. August 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 21st.
Stefan, I think, is going to like Turtle Talk.
I think he is.
Because he really enjoyed when we went over there to the seas, to the aquarium that they have over there.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. So, and they did release a Timon and Pumbaa golden statue, which is, as I'm reading. Most recently, it was Dole Whip Day. So everybody got their Dole Whip.
I saw that the other day.
Yep. I think also one day it was like National Ice Cream Day as well.
That was the other day, too.
Yep. Let's see. Now, the Hall of Presidents is opening back up in August as well. They're going to be...
Nobody cares.
I know nobody cares, but anybody who wants to see Joe Biden and kick him in his nuts, there you go.
Anybody who wants to cool off from the heat or dodge the rain, there you go.
Right. Trader Sam's, nobody cares about that. I mean, unless you're there, but... let's see. Dole Whip Day. Of course, the Disney Cruise Line. Everybody's excited about that as long as everything stays good with the coronavirus. That's good. The characters are making appearances, just like, Mickey and Minnie coming off the
balcony.
On the balcony there in the train stand at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, that video.
You watching it?
I had seen. No.
Oh, what is it?
Don't you remember I told you Minnie and Mickey and all of them were dancing up on the train station platform and Minnie's bloomers fell off in the middle?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And Minnie quickly
had to pull them up.
Well, no, she bent down to pick them up, but then she ran off stage. And Mickey didn't realize what had happened at first, and so he's still dancing, and then all of a sudden he turns and Minnie's not there, and he's kind of looking around like, where did she go? And then one of the cast members that was over there was whispered it to him, and he just starts laughing.
Oh man, yeah, that's yeah. You gotta give credit for those people that wear those character suits. They're under intense scrutiny almost all the time. So, but I think that about does it for all the news going on right now. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think I reported that on there. They're starting to finish up work there, hopefully, but they're not going to go ahead. Now, one other news story that I had here, and I think I reported this here. It looks like possibly annual passes are coming back. So somebody Googled, when will Disneyland start selling passes? Now, this is Disneyland, Disney World. In an announcement that pass holders will no longer receive complimentary Magic Bands, Disney stated this applied to annual pass purchases and renewals made August 16, 2021 and beyond. This implies that annual passes will finally be available to purchase again by the time August 16th.
It doesn't really imply that, because it says, and renewal.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think there is plans to go ahead and get the annual pass holders back in there, but I don't know. Hasn't been any official time frame. We already reported in regards to Dream Lights to Cinderella's Castle will not return for Christmas this year.
That's a disgrace.
The Very Merry Christmas Party in 2021 is now being replaced with Disney's Very Merriest After Hours, which basically is the same thing except no parade. And of course, the Food and Wine Festival is in full swing. Started July 15th, going all the way to November 20th. It's a long-ass thing. Got some new things there. The Nulu Exchange near Travelers Cafe, the Tangerine Cafe, Rotundra Bistro. No Fisherman's stew or whatever the hell it is.
Fisherman's pie.
No fisherman's pie and no pot stickers. You guys starting to suck over there, but a lot of stuff that's coming out and a lot more new things that are coming out. So, and they're expanding. It's no longer around the International Gateway. They're expanding all the way.
Last couple of years, they've had stuff.
Yeah, they're expanding even all the way to near Mission Space.
Yeah,
which is crazy. It's not even close to the International Gateway. But 129 days, all the way to November 20th. They just released so the International Food and Wine Festival. Here, let's go in here real quick. Festival menus. If you want to take a look, wdwinfo.com/Food and Wine Festival. Go ahead and they got recipes for everything you can taste there. Which if you want to make your own $10 version of a appetizer, you go right ahead. And hey, that's it. That's it for Disney. Anything else you've heard or?
No.
I know they opened up October 1st. Magic Kingdom's opening up and Epcot's opening up to, not to annual pass holders. They're opening up to resort guests and people that have purchased tickets. They've reopened up more slots.
I would say we see what we can do about getting that.
Well, I'm not going to pay an extra $200, $300 to go ahead and just... Now, if we're staying at a resort...
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if we can stay at a resort. That's too much. That's way too much. I mean, even if you go to... Pop Century...
If we stay at one of the Good Neighbor resorts like we did before.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can do that and you can still get the resort.
Yeah. You're right. We would have to take a look at that.
Passes.
We'll take a look at that because, listen, I really want to get there October 1st. I know we got October 2nd. I know we got that, but October 1st, I kind of really want to go. I want to get into Magic Kingdom.
I thought you canceled the October 2nd ones because
I still have October.
You had to work.
No, I still have, no, October 2nd is a Saturday. October 1st is a Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, I canceled the 3rd.
And you're off on Friday.
I'm off on Friday, right. So, just saying.
I am not off on Friday, but I could be.
Oh, I know you could be. You have more flexibility with your schedule than I do mine.
Yeah.
Even though for some reason I've just been keeping on getting lucky and getting Sundays off, including this Sunday. So, 813-699-5353. I think we need to take one more break. We'll make this our last break, even though we're going to have some time on the other end to talk about other stuff. And you got some good news, I assume.
I do.
Yeah, you got that taken care of. All right, so this will be kind of sort of this is going to be our last break. We got Nice Apathy and Radio Drone coming with you. Actually, no, Nice Apathy we played last show. Let me get Level 9 in here. Level 9, I kind of like them. They're a really awesome rock band. Again, all independent music. Enjoy. We got a couple of songs from them, and we're going to come right back and close out the show and have a great weekend. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
Wide awake, and still I waited for a change. With every reason to pretend, but still so far away. And everything I lose reminds me all there was before. It's just a whisper now. Yes.
was a little kid, I used to have crazy dreams because, well, do you remember that, you remember Nestle's Quick? You know, the powder, you'd put it in your milk, and you'd stir it for like 30 minutes, and no matter how hard you there was still chunks of powdery magma that would float up and explode in your eye while you're trying to drink. Take a sip. Oh, goddamn, sand missile just blew up in my eye. The movie Dune is in my chocolatey drink. I don't like when the movie Dune is in my drink. Crazy. When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I took the powder and I snorted it. Because I heard about speed, so I thought speed, quick, maybe there's some kind of connection. So then I would have fucked up dreams because, I was all hopped up on the queue, as we call it on the streets. I'd just be on my big wheel all strung out. What am I doing with my fucking life here, man? Yeah, I'll play kickball tomorrow. I can't kick the ball today. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the kickball vibe. I'll tell you what dream used to scare me when I was a little kid. Used to actually totally give me nightmares. Remember those Kool-Aid commercials? Where that big talking bowl of punch, he would come crashing through your fucking wall in your living room. You wouldn't even know he'd oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Right? And the little kids were all excited. Yes! Yes! And then they would drink out of him after debris fell in his open, dumb head. He would pour himself. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Him and his crazy tights. I don't like that. I don't like where Juice wears tights. It's a horrible combination, a bowl of Juice wearing tights. Fuck drinking out of him. If that was me, I'd be like, no, you fix that wall before my dad gets home from work. He's gonna beat me with a belt. He's not gonna believe a talking bowl of fruit punch came in here. You stupid idiot. Yeah, coming through the wall is real fucking cool. Using the front door is cool. Don't touch me, you drink. Don't touch me, you giant beverage. You are sweating or condensating. I will kick you in the tights and you will go down your very top heavy. You glass bitch. You glass bastard. Oh yeah. Oh no. Naughty, naughty Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. No.
He's just a fat Howard Stern. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Got a dog licking me on the arm over here.
Your arm?
Yeah, she's reaching up on my legs as I'm sitting down.
Oh.
And
she's looking at me right now, wagging her tail.
Oh, I think she's going back and forth to see who's going to pet her. It's our little dog Tinkerbell. Gonna love it. It's Friday. I'm kind of droning on and on. Kind of want the show to end. Like today, not like end ever. But you know what? The show must go on until its conclusion. I want to thank everybody for carrying the show. Alien X Radio up there in Michigan. Thank you to Keith Alien Stone. AlienXradio.com. Lime City Radio there in Indiana. Mike making it happen. LimeCityRadio.com. Delmarva Talk Radio. Thanks to Vinny. DelmarvaTalkRadio.com. All one word. The amazing Andrew up there in Ireland. Not your Andrew, but Alyssa's brother is Andrew. Up there in Ireland, Tomorrow Radio, broadcasting us 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And of course, Wednesday and Friday are live from midnight to 2 over there, their time. But visit their station. They got some great music, tomorrowradio.com. Bad Billy and AOW broadcasting there in Idaho, AOWRadioNetwork.com. Of course, I want to huge thanks to Matt Connerton. He is the host of the Matt Connerton Unleashed program on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Every Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. He has his own station, IPM Nation. Go ahead and visit IPMNation.com. And IRN broadcast there. Mike in Florida, up there in Tampa. Mike Peter, IRNbroadcast.com. And of course, you can hear us on replay at 920 WON The Apple and 940 WEAF The Liberty. Both of them can be heard on WONNewYork.net. And my show airs Saturday at 11:58 p.m. both days, all the way to 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you get your coffee there late at night. And finally, in the UK, we are heard on the UG.media. We're heard on the XL channel. That's right, because we're that bad. I don't complain, but Martin over there at the UG.media, thank you very much. www.theug.media, and look for us on the XL channel. You know, it seems like it's getting lighter, but, I'm just emphasizing more of the stations and how to reach them and everything like that. So there you go. There you go. That's all I have to say about that. Hey, the Olympics started. The opening ceremonies were this morning, 7 a.m. live, and they were opened up to a ceremony that included 0 fans. And there was a lot of attention whether this would be a last-minute scrap. Like, for instance, they just scrapped the Olympics altogether. And it didn't happen. They went through the opening ceremony. Everything went I guess mixed results were what I heard.
I find it odd that they're still calling it the 2020 Olympics.
Well, yeah, I know. 2020 Olympics taking place in 2021.
Years from now, the kids are going to be like, why was it called the 2020 Olympics if it actually took place in 2021? Everybody's like, well, you see.
So, again, a huge stadium filled with empty seats. Now, listen, here in the States, and I think everywhere in the world, we've been known to have sporting events with nobody in the stands. I mean, it became the norm last year.
Yeah.
It became like that, well, if we're going to play sports, we're not going to have the crowd in there. Now everything's opening back up, and now all of a sudden we're having another spike, which, the future of that is up in the air. Right now, so far, I haven't heard of anybody saying that, this state's going to be closed down, and we would have had 100% capacity, but now we're not. I don't know what's going to happen, because it seems like it could change any minute. Football can't get here soon enough, and I know right now they're selling 100% of capacity to all 32 teams. All of them. Even in LA, all 32 teams have been granted access to 100% capacity. That can always change. And if what they're saying is right, that Florida had 74,000 new cases this week, I don't believe that. I think that is an outrageous number, because we had 74,000 new cases, but yet Massachusetts had less than 1,000. Really? I don't buy that. I think something's seriously wrong. Listen, I know we have a governor that basically says, do what you want. Who cares? But I don't think it's that bad. No, I don't think it's that bad. Tokyo's Olympics opening ceremony, if you want to re-see it, it's actually happening right now, 7:30 to midnight on NBC. And of course, you can always get it replayed on it. But you know what? The thing is, the opening ceremonies I find boring anyway, even with a crowd.
Yeah, they drone on forever, and you're like, just get to the point already.
Right. You have 200 nations or something like that, try to fill in. Well, number one, so here's the fucked up part. Number one, you have all these countries filling and packing in like sardines, but no fans can attend. Does that make any sense?
I don't know. Did they fill in the way that they normally do, or was it a little bit more spaced out?
No, well, I'm trying to look for pictures. I mean, I really want to watch it. At the very least, watch some of it to kind of see how they did it. I mean, the cauldron was actually amazing. It looks amazing, but it's always amazing. It's always done that way.
Yeah.
So small playing sports. Yeah, it doesn't say. I kind of want to see, and I took a look at one picture where they were doing the fireworks. By the way, fireworks to no fans. Great. That's awesome. You know, they probably invested millions in this fireworks display, and it's like, okay, we got to fucking set this off. Let's just do it now. And according to this, it looks like they're jammed in there. So I'm saying, it's like,
yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Doesn't make sense. You can jam in
the athletes probably all had to be tested multiple times before they could come in, and all, and are they wearing masks?
Oh, of course they are.
Okay, so they all had to wear masks. They all had to be tested, probably several times. Yeah. They probably had to quarantine for a certain amount of time before the
So on
ceremony.
Friday morning our time, Tokyo Olympics had their opening ceremony. The entire event was a sparkling menagerie of color and sound, a breathtaking spectacle that was simultaneously alluring and difficult to watch because of the distasteful hypocrisy around the entire Olympic movement. I didn't know about that. Or if I did, I'm too dumb to know about it. There were pictograms that came to life. There was tap dancing atop plywood. There was interpretive modern dance, a kabuki performance to cleanse the stadium of negative energy, a performer running alone on a treadmill. That's entertaining right there.
Oh, yeah.
An appearance by retro-looking Japanese television crews and orchestral renditions of melodies from video games such as Sonic the Hedgehog and Final Fantasy. Are you fucking kidding me? The theme of the ceremony was moving forward, quote unquote, moving forward. That was the theme. The drip, drip, drip of bad coronavirus-related news in Japan had felt like a untethered fire hose of rising cases. Whoever the fuck wrote this was an asshole. Sam Borden, senior writer. You're a freaking senior citizen. And yet with all that, we're absolutely allowed to be excited. Blah, 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 blah. So it's everybody. There's controversy as, is this a good idea? Should we just postpone this and just go right to the next 3 years, go to 2024 and just do that? I mean, it almost seemed like because of the, and even if 2024 comes by and goes, is this going to be over with?
I don't know.
We don't know. I think we're stuck with this. I think we as a society, I don't think are ever going to get over this. I don't think it's ever going to get over. And if we do, it's going to be not for years.
Yeah.
Not for years when we can go over the counter and buy Robitussin Corona 19. COVID-19 Robitussin. You have a little scratch? We scratch it for you. That sounded wrong. You have an itch, we'll scratch it. Oh my God.
We'll scratch it?
Yeah. We'll scratch it, baby. Scratch it hard. We're watching rowing. I mean, and
you were watching it.
I'm over
watching
here,
my eyelids, trying to go to sleep.
I'm over here watching rowing, and I'm thinking, how can you get behind watching this? But it's
pretty
a race.
Boring.
It's a race. Yeah, it's like watching golf. People that like golf would probably like rowing. I kind of got into the 4-man rowing. Like they had a boat with 4 people, and I was just amazed. It's kind of like that. I will never do it again. I'll never watch rowing again. But I was like looking at this. Wow, that's pretty impressive. All 4 of them have to be in sync with the oars.
The oars, yeah.
It's like, wow, that's pretty impressive. It's like, but then I think about it, it's like, no, it's not, because that's what they're trained to do. By the way, no medals have been given yet. And usually it happens. Usually like the day before the ceremonies, there's like an event that actually is a medal event. But whatever. One thing I'm very, very disappointed to tell you, and again, this is just minor, The U.S. women's soccer team got their asses handed to them by Sweden. How can you go ahead and lose to a bunch of blondes? Come on.
Hey now.
They got their asses kicked by a bunch of blondes from Sweden. I'm Inga from Sweden, and I kicked 3 goals in your net.
Your Swedish accent is horrible.
I never said it was great. I never claimed to be I had a good Swedish accent. I didn't even really try. I'm just just leave me alone. I know my Swedish accent's horrible. All right. We ready for good news?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and get your theme music going on and get you... Well, let's try that again, shall we? All right, here we go. Get the camera right there on you, facing right in the camera. Here's Alyssa.
Students built an epic baby stroller for a new dad in a wheelchair. A group of school kids made a special wheelchair stroller so a disabled dad can take his newborn son out for a walk. 37-year-old Jeremy King has impaired mobility following an operation to remove a brain tumor in 2017. He was concerned how he would manage to help his expectant wife, Chelsea. It's spelled really weird. It's Chelsea.
We'll go with Chelsea.
After she gave birth. Chelsea, a teacher at Bullis School in Maryland, recruited the help of her students who designed the WeStroll, a child seat which attaches to a wheelchair. Just a few weeks after the couple's son Phoenix was born, Jeremy was able to take him out for walks with the pram wheelchair hybrid. Jeremy said, "I was emotional and elated because something like this really increases independence with my child. It has allowed me to experience things that I would not have been able to do before having the WeStroll. It allows us as a family to have more freedom of movement." Middle school theater instructor Chelsea said, "Being able to see Jeremy have some independence with our son is a gift. The surgery changed our lives drastically, and we have worked very hard to accept, learn, and overcome those challenges. But parenting is a whole new set of challenges. It has given us the ability to do something simple like take a walk as a family, something that a lot of families don't have to think twice about." Just 3 months after getting engaged to Chelsea, Jeremy underwent a 8-hour surgery for a brain tumor in October 2017, which resulted in impaired mobility. He said, "I was very concerned with the safety of myself and our child, especially with Chelsea having to potentially support both of us. It played on my mind constantly, which is why it was important for us to find things to help."
Right.
The couple searched for a product to help Jeremy, but with no luck. Chelsea recruited the help of her colleague, Innovation and Technology Lab coordinator Matt Ziegler. She asked him if he could design something to attach to Jeremy's wheelchair to allow him to hold their child while on the go. Chelsea said he had an idea to throw this to his Making for Social Good class. I thought that was an amazing idea. The school kids conducted interviews with the family and the fire department, who provide infant car seat installation training. The school team purchased a 3D printed all the parts required and even borrowed a wheelchair from the school nurse as a prototype. Jeremy, who works in administration, said, "It was a very emotional experience because I never thought I would be able to do something safely like taking a walk with my child." The WeStroll was completed in time for the baby's birth on March 4th this year, and within a few weeks, Jeremy was taking baby Phoenix for a walk.
Nice.
Yep.
That was awesome.
It looks like it's some kind of it's an apparatus that fits to the leg supports on the wheelchair.
You talking about for the back wheels, the big wheels?
No. The leg support, where your legs rest. If you're sitting in a wheelchair, where your legs rest.
Right. Okay.
Where you could put them up, or they could stay down. But anyway, so it attaches to the leg supports and it holds like a baby carrier, like a regular car seat carrier.
Gotcha. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, any type of device you can go ahead and create, and number one, that's probably going to be a lot of things that other handicapped people are able to do that are bound with their wheelchair bound. You can probably go ahead and market that. I mean, not only make it for yourself, but it's like, I'm sure they're probably not in the business of making money. They want to be able to go ahead and take their child for a walk.
Right. But even if you could, I mean, this sounds like it was something that was fairly affordable to make. They could, donate it to people who, well, no, I'm just saying, like, they could make more and donate to people who need it.
But why not just charge like maybe a $5 price or something else?
Well,
just to make a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of money. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hey, that's gonna do it. We are outie. We're gonna go ahead and somebody's gonna go ahead and get some sleepy.
Yeah.
Need some sleepy.
I do.
Coming on back next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Hope to have the full crew back. And another Charles Richardson Show edition will take place, Hump Day. And we'll be at the final week of July. You can believe that. Believe that.
All right, Enzo.
No, believe that. It's Roman Reigns. My God, your boyfriend.
I'm tired
that
today.
Is,
I'm telling you, I'm tired today.
That is horrible. All right, everybody. Take care. We're out here. Have a great weekend.
Don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.